Yeah, yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the session. So this is your MemoNeet free physics lecture series, right? So as you can see, we are going to start a free physics lecture from today, right? From this lecture, we are starting it, guys. Okay. So here now we are going to start with basic maths, guys. Okay. So for the physics, to solve physics to boost your score, right? You need to learn the concepts very clearly and you need to practice more MCQs, right? So this everyone knows. But to do that more efficiently, right? So do that in very efficient manner, you need some basic mathematics. Even though the math subject is not there in your NEET syllabus, you need to know few basic things. Some basic maths, right? Like trigonometry, logarithmics, differentiation, integration, right? So this will be helpful for you to solve questions in your physics, okay, from your physics syllabus. Those MCQs, if you want to solve right, it is going to help you there, right? So even in NEET 2025 question paper, you can see some 3 or 4 questions are there, okay? So those you couldn't solve without this basic because even 4 questions matter, guys. Okay, 4 questions, 16 marks. 16 marks matters now, right? So we can't avoid that. We need to learn everything, right? So without wasting much time, right? We can start our session, guys. Okay. So as I told, first we are going to start with basics maths, basic mathematics. In that we have many things, not very much, few things. Okay, so trigonometry is there. Some algebras or binomial theorems there. You need to know those. And log values are there. Logarithms. And then we can see about differentiation, integration, everything. Okay, so one by one we can go detailedly, guys. Okay, so from now, right, you no need to worry about physics because we will be giving you a very good quality of content. Okay, so you no need to think this is a free lecture, how much they are going to do. No, it's not like that. Okay, right? So today we can start with trigonometry, right? So I hope everyone learned trigonometry at your basic level, means class 9 and 10, right? So something, at least something you might have heard about sine, cos theta, tan theta, like that. You must have heard it at least, right? So it's not only it is trigonometry, but you have few more things, but those are basic to this itself. Okay, so that's what we are going to see in detail, right? Today in this session, we are going to discuss that in detail from starting to in depth. Okay, so let's start, guys. Okay, so as you can see, right, I will be sharing this notes, right, and then I will be explaining you detailedly each and everything. After the class, I will share you guys these notes, okay, notes, and I will also share some practice MCQs, okay. Also in class, also in this session itself, right, in this or in next session, we can solve few more questions also, right. So you no need to worry about practicing MCQs also, okay. So to get the notes and MCQs, right, you stay tuned in our Telegram channel and our group. Okay, I will be giving you the links in the description box, guys. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so very first thing, right? In trigonometry, it's nothing. First, as I told you, what you know trigonometry, what you will get in mind when you hear trigonometry, you will think about sine theta, cos theta, right? So the sine, cos, tan, okay, those are trigonometric ratios. Okay, that's fine. What about theta? It is nothing but the angle, right? So just first we can see about the angle. What is angle, right? So here, as you can see in the board, right? You can, if you read, you can understand, right? What is there? It is given detailedly. I will explain you in a simple manner. Okay. I know again reading the lines are uh, not good, so I will be explaining you directly in simple manner. Okay. So now see here. Let's have this initial line. Okay. So initially the line is here. Okay. That is nothing but it is, let's say that as OX something. Here it is given, right? Same diagram. The same thing I'm again rewrite. Okay. So it's moving, right? So after some time it comes here, then it goes here. So like that it is moving, right? So what we can say after some particular time, right? After few times, it will be like this. Okay. So let's say this is OP, right? So here it undergoes some amount, some revolution, right? Revolution, it undergone, right? So that amount of revolution, right? This amount of revolution, how much it the revol it how much it revolved, right? From the initial to its final position, right? So that amount of revolution is nothing but we call it as angle. Mostly we will be denoting the angle using theta, right? Also even using psi also we will be using this two letters, okay, to denote angle. So most commonly we will be using this phi only, sorry, theta, okay. So especially in trigonometric ratios, trigonometry, we will be using theta to denote this angle, right? This everyone knows. This is very, very, very basic, right? So next, here about angle, you need to know one important thing, guys. Okay. So even this angle, right? It can be positive or negative. Okay. So it can be either positive, also it can be negative also, right? So how you will find which angle you need to take in positive and which is negative. How you need to find this? It's nothing but again the same diagram I've explained you. Okay, so this is the angle theta. This is an angle, and that angle we kept as theta, right? So if you measure this theta in anti-clockwise direction, means if you are measuring from this OX to OP in this direction, right? If you measure it in anti-clockwise direction, means opposite to the clock rotation, right? This is anti-clockwise rotation. So in similar manner, if you measure this angle theta, then this theta value will be, it will be taken in positive. Okay, but but instead, right? Instead of measuring that in anti-clockwise direction, if you measure it from OP to OX, right? In this clockwise direction, then this angle is taken in negative. Okay, so this is a note point, guys. Okay, so the same thing you can see here it is given, right? So here it is given already. So the angle is taken positive if it is traced by revolving line in anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise positive, clockwise if you measure it is negative. That's it, guys. Simple. Okay, and so after this, so we can see about units. Okay, units of the angle. Okay, so when you say units, right? So for measuring any physical quantities, right? We will have some units, right? So in that, especially for angle, the SI unit is nothing but radians, guys. Okay, so radian SI unit of angle is nothing but radian. we will simply denote it as RAD, like this. Here, like this only, we will be writing most commonly. Okay, so that is the SI unit, right? So, for example, for mass, the SI unit is kg, right? So, similarly, for angle, the SI unit is radian. But for mass, only we are having kg as unit. No, we have gram, milligram, right? So, similarly, we have for angle also we have some other practical units, right? So, practically, we will be using some other units also, that is degree, minute, second, right? So here you can see it is given very clearly. So this minute and second one, it doesn't denote the time. Okay, here it is different, right? It is again, it is about the angle. Okay, so degrees we will be using most commonly, we will be using degree only, right? And the relation between them you can see here, guys. Okay, as you can see here, 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, and again 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, right? So you based on this is very very important, guys. So based on this, you can do conversions also, like from degree to second, second degree or minute, any conversion based on the requirement, right? For the question, you can do, right? Based on this, I will share you some MCQs also, as I told you. Okay. So before that, we will complete these things, right? And another important thing is, so this is one important thing. Another important thing is this one, guys. The relation between this radians and degree. Okay, so these are practical units. Their relation we have seen. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, and again 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. That's fine. But what's the relation like between this radians and degree means? You can say that 1 radian is nothing but 180 degree by 5 x. Okay, it's nothing but 180 degree divided by 5. Okay, so 1 radian is equal to 180 degree by 5. So that's why when the 5 goes to the left side, you can write it as 5 radian. Okay, 5 radian is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so this is the simple thing, right? So pi radians in the sense, this is the angle subtended by an arc. Okay, so means that arc which will be similar to a semicircle, right? So here you can see. So this is this arc, right? It is similar to semicircle, right? So it will be having the angle pi radian, or you can say it is 180 degrees. This you you all know, right? So for a circle, it would be 360 degrees, right? So this is the thing. And another important thing is this conversion, guys. Okay, and again, it is very very important. Okay, this is again it is very important. So to convert, right? So conversion means in the sense, just now I told you, right? 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degrees, right? So there will be a need in the MCQs, or like for practicing, I will also show you some questions. Okay, so there what you need to do, you need to convert the angle. Okay, the physical quantity is same, angle only, but it will be given in the some value is given for the angle in terms of degree, with the units degree. You need to convert it into SI unit, right? So how, for example, uh, let's say 0.5 kg, right? Right, 0.5 kg stone is there. Yeah, 0.5 kg stone is there. So same stone, its weight, its mass is 0.5 kg. When I'm asking you guys to convert into grams, what you will do? You will just multiply 1,000 and then you will give me the answer, right? That is 500 grams, like that. So like that same thing, here you can do conversion between degrees and radians. There gram and kilogram. Here same thing, the conversion between degrees and radians. Okay. So how you will be doing, how that uh, conversion is it can be done is given here very clearly, guys. Okay, so means so when you have to convert an angle from degree to radian. Okay, so from a degree, so for example, if it is given like 90 degrees, and if you want to convert it into radians, you need to multiply it. Multiply it means multiply the given value in degrees by pi by 180. Okay, pi with pi by 180. Right. For example, we can say 45 degrees. Let's keep. Okay, if it is given 45 degrees, so you want to convert this into radians. So now what you can do, you can multiply this 45 by pi by 180. Okay, so what it happens? 145 is 45. Here it is 4 times, right? So that's why how 45 degree will become pi by 4 radians. Okay, so in SI unit, 45 degree is equal to, it's nothing but what, pi by 4 radians, right? So this is the thing. This is what it is given there. Okay, so similarly, right? Similarly, if you want to do the conversions from radians to degrees, okay, if you want to do the conversion from, this is for degrees to radian, right? So if you want to do the radian to degree conversion, just same thing, multiply it by, but different. It is 180 by pi. So there it is pi by 180 multiply by pi by 180, right? Here it is multiply by 180 pi by. This is a simple thing, okay? Right? I hope you understand. Means again you can take, for example, same that one we can take pi by 4 only in radians it is given. Let's take. So to convert it into degrees, you want to multiply it by what? 180 pi pi, right? So pi will get cancelled. This 4 and this will be get cancelled. And 45 will be there, right? So 445s are 180. That's why 45 degrees again. So again you got the same thing, right? So this is the thing, guys. So this is how this conversion you need to do. Okay, so this is very very basic things, right? I hope most of you have learned it, know this before already, right? So without wasting much time, we can go into the real main important thing, trigonometric ratios. Okay, I hope this also may many of you have studied in lower classes itself, right? So this is also very easy thing, right? But it is you should know, right? So just we can see it at a glance. Okay, so as you can see in this diagram, I have written everything clearly, guys. Okay, so there is a right angled triangle, right? So in the right triangle, the triangle. So now what I marked as a 90 degree. So that angle is 90 degree. Okay. So the side opposite to that 90 degree is nothing but hypotenuse. We mark it as H. Okay. So this side. Okay. Now we have taken an angle theta. Okay. Other than this 90, one angle let we can assume that it is theta. Okay. So the side opposite to this angle means this side we will consider, we call it as perpendicular or opposite side. Okay, so we denote it by P, and another remaining side we will calling it as adjacent or base, means it is adjacent to the angle theta, right? It is not opposite like P. So this is adjacent, let's say that is B. Okay, so just for we are giving this letter to just represent that. Okay, so now that what is this trigonometric ratio, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta means, how you are going to define the ratios, right? In a right angle triangle, right? Any two sides, the ratio of any two sides of mostly, most generally, okay? So sin theta means, right? What does mean by sin theta means it is the ratio of opposite side to the adjacent side. So opposite side means to which it is opposite. The side which is opposite to the angle, right? To the angle means which angle? The theta. Because for that only we are going to find sine theta, right? So for sine theta, it is nothing but ratio of opposite side to the adjacent side, the theta angle, right? So that's nothing but here I have written it as p by sorry. It's not opposite by adjacent, so that will be tan theta. For sine theta, it is opposite by hypotenuse. Okay, sorry. So sine theta means it is opposite by hypotenuse, right? Don't confuse it. Sine theta is nothing but the opposite side divided the ratio of opposite side and the hypotenuse. Okay, opposite side in the sense as I told, the side which is exact opposite to this angle theta. Okay, so similarly for cos theta, it will be adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is nothing but b by h. So earlier I told right for by mistake opposite by adjacent. That is the tan theta. Okay, how it is means, so tan theta is nothing but basically it is the ratio of, it is again the ratio of sine theta and cos theta itself. Okay, so when you do it right, so sine theta is nothing but b by h and cos theta is nothing but b by h. So when you again divide those, the h and h will be get cancelled. So that's why tan theta will become p by b, and that's nothing but opposite by adjacent. Okay, and another three set of ratios is nothing but those are cosecant theta, secant theta, and cot theta. Okay, so I hope this also you guys are familiar. So cosecant theta is nothing but reciprocal of sine theta. Okay, 1 by sine theta you can say. So that's why it is h by b, because sine theta is p by h. That's why cosecant theta is h by b. And similarly, secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta, means it is equal to 1 by cos theta, and that's why it is h by b, because cos theta is b by h. That's why secant theta is h by b, right? And similarly, cot theta will be reciprocal of tan theta. So that's why it is cos theta by sin theta, because tan theta is ratio of sin theta and cos theta, right? So cot theta is reciprocal, right, to tan. That's why cot theta is cos theta by sin theta, and that's why you will get it as b by p, because there tan is p by b, so cot is b by p, right? So I think no need to explain much here, because already it is a very basic thing, right? So moving forward, this is the very important thing, guys, which you need to remember. Okay, so to solve the trigonometry, so to solve any MCQs, right, wherever the trigonometries are involved, to solve it, if you want to solve it without this table, right, without this one page, right, you couldn't even do half of the problems. Okay, so you need to I usually you should need muck up, but you need to muck up this. Okay, right? You need to remember this at any cost. So at seeing for a very first time, I hope again this is very basic thing which you must have learned in your class 9 and 10. But if you see it for a first time, right, it maybe feels like a tough thing, but it is easy. Okay, so it's very easy. So you need to learn this. So actually there is a trick to remember this. Okay, so I will tell that quickly. Right, what does that means? So you just remember this standard angles first. So that is 0, 30, 45, 60, and then 90 degrees. Okay, so this you need to remember. Okay, so first going to find the value for sine theta. Means sine 0 degree, sine 30 degree, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90. You need to going to Fine. Means it is already there in the tabular table, right? I have written. So how you will remember, I'm going to say. So you know the fractions, right? So the fractions. So you can say it's from 0 to 1. The major fractions, right? Like most commonly used. Means fractions, I hope you know, right? So, first one would be the quarter 1 by 4. And another major, next one is half 1 by 2. Another is 3/4, right? 3 by 4, right? So 0 quarter, that is 1 by 4. Then half 1 by 2. Another is the 3/4. Next one is the 1. So this is the fractions, right? So how you can, you know this very well, right? So how you can remember? So the sine theta value will be same as this fraction, but just you need to apply square root to this fractions. Okay, so how means, so first one here, how what it is, 0 0 degrees, right? So sine 0 degree will be this 0 means square root of 0. So square root of 0 again 0 only, and that's why here you can see it is 0 only, guys. Okay, now next one is sine 30 degrees. In fraction, next one will be 1 by 4. You take square root for this. Square root of 1 by 4 means that is 1 by 2, right? Again, the same you got it here. And next, sine 45 degrees. In fraction, 1 by 2. The next one is 1 by 2. So when you take square root, it will be 1 by root 2, right? That is what I have written here, right? And next one is sine 60 degrees. And in fraction, next one is 3 by 4. So when you take square root for this, you will get root 3 by 2. So sine 60 degrees nothing but root 3 by 2. And another, finally sine 90 degrees. And here in fraction you will get finally 1. So square root of 1 is nothing but 1 only. So that's why sine 90 you can remember, that is 1. Okay. So like this you can remember this very easily, guys. Right. Again, if you want to write for cos, right? If you want to write for cos, you can write from reverse of sign, right? So from this order you can write, starting from backwards you can write, means here it is 1 and here it is 1, right? So here root 3 by 2, root 3, 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. So like that you can just do reverse. So these are all I'm just saying for remembering. Okay, you just, you know, don't think this is the concept. Okay, so this is the trick. I'm telling you how you can remember this table. But if you already know this, so then no problem, you can skip this. Okay, no issues, right? So like that here 1 by 1 by 2, same 1 by 2, 0 0, like that you can remember. Okay, and for tan it is very very simple. Why? Because already we have, no, we know that, right? For tan we know that it is nothing but ratio between sin theta and cos theta. So now you learn how to write, how to find sine and cos, right? So by knowing that you can easily find the values for tan also. So tan 0 degrees means sine 0 divided by cos 0, right? So 0 divided by 1 is 0. Similarly for, let's say, tan 60 degrees, right? Sine 60 degree divided by cos 60 degree you would get. So root sine 63 root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2. So this 2 and this 2 will be get cancelled. That's why you will get root 3 by 1. It is same root 3 only, right? That's what it is given here. And for tan 90 degree, it is sine 90 by cos 90. That is 1 by 0. So that's why it is infinite. Okay, so anything by 0, it is infinite, or you can say it is not defined, right? It's like that. So like this, you can remember this, and as I told, this is very very important, guys. Okay, so these are most standard degrees. Okay, so to which you should know the trigonometric ratios values. Okay, and apart from this, right? But to make the question more tougher, right? The examiners, right? In even in your NEET exam, the question paper setter can ask angles of other than these, right? They can even ask sine 135 degrees. So like that also they can. You shouldn't say no, you shouldn't ask. Okay. So then you will ask, how sir? You just gave us one small table for five angles. How we will find that? How we will solve that question? Right? I will tell you how to do that. Okay. So before that, this note point is there. Okay. So before going to see that, there is a note point you can see, right? Why this note point I have bring is this is the most common values. Okay. So most common trigonometric values which have been used most commonly means other than this table, most commonly which these values have been used in any previous year questions. Okay, like means across the physics, if you solve PYQs, you can know that in many cases these values have been used. Okay, so sine 37 is nothing but 3 by 4, cos 37 degrees is 4 by 5, and you know tan 37 means sine 37 divided by cos 37, right? Means then you will get tan 37 is nothing but 3 by 5 divided by 4 by 5, right? So 5 will get cancelled. So that's why here 3 by 4. Okay. And here, one thing, guys, if it is not 57, it is 53. Okay. 53 degrees. Okay. You just change this value. 53, sine 53 degrees. Okay. So you just remember. So as I told, the first thing you need to do is very important thing. So which at all important, I am giving you star marks, guys. Okay. So this entire page is important, as I told you already. Here, this sign conversions, 1 radian, 1 degree, 1 minute, seconds. So this three things we have seen very important in this class till now. Okay. So after this class, you should study this again. Okay. Yeah, so as I told you, now let's see how for other angles we can say we can find trigonometric ratios. Means the trigonometric ratios of general angles. Okay, so in common any angles if they give, how you can find, right? So that is the question, right? So the answer is, as you can see here, you can see, right? So six different set of formula kind of thing, right? So it is given sine 90 degree plus theta is equal to cos theta, cos 90 degree plus theta is equal to minus sine theta, like that, right? So here it is, six thing is there, and again few more is also there, like this. Okay, there 90, here 180, 360, 270, like that, many different formats, like similar, it's kind of formula, right? So you need to remember this everything with this sign. Okay. So plus or minus. So sine 180 minus theta means plus sine theta only, not negative. So everything you need to remember. Okay. So here nothing to teach you. Okay. So here it is a just direct formula. Right. Just I can give you some example how to apply, but you need to remember these formula like things. Okay. So you need to remember at any cost. Okay. So as I said, this is a fourth thing I am saying that it is important, very important. Okay. Means like if you want to find a trigonometric ratio values for an angle other than those five means 0, 30, 60, 45, 90. Apart from those angles, if you want to find, you need to know these two pages, these formulas. Okay. But yeah, I can understand. You couldn't remember everything. Okay. Because yeah, you will say that already our NEET syllabus is huge. In that physics is more tough. Again, for you just even just for a basics max, you are saying has to remember a four-page whole thing in the trigonometric itself, two pages you are giving. Okay, I can understand. So for that, I can give you a trick. Okay. So again, right. So I understand, guys. Okay. This is what our important thing. Okay. So now we are not going to just discuss and just learn. We are going to learn how to remember the things which you have learned. Okay. So I will help you for that. So before that, I will explain. So what is this? You will ask, okay, this formula, but by keeping this, how I will find, right? So what it is implies means, right? So first I will just try to explain, right? This six things. So if I explain this, others you will understand on your own. Okay. So what it implies means first we can go one by one, right? So first one, as you can see, sine 90 degree plus theta is equal to cos theta. It is here. So what it is mean, right? What does it mean? Means so whenever you get an angle, right? Any angle if they are given, if you can, if right. So for example, some angle they are giving, okay, before saying example I'm just saying common, right? If you can write those that angle in terms of 90 plus theta something, right? So value, if you can any value you can put in that theta, right? So 90 plus theta means what is the angle they given already, it will come. So like that, if you can split and write, right? If you can write in that format, right, then the sine 90 plus theta, you can, its value is nothing but is equal to cos theta. Okay, so you can just directly you can write it. That is the thing it is implying. So when you can write, if you can write it in the form of cos 90 plus theta, its value is nothing but minus sine theta. Okay, so similarly tan 90 plus theta means minus cos theta. Okay, so like this. So for with the example, if I explain, you will be understanding better. Okay. So for example, in any question, right? So you need to find the value of sine 120 degrees. Okay. How? So based on this, right? So just now I told you, right? If you can write in terms of 90 plus or 90 minus, it is easy. So 120, how you can write? You can split and write as 90 plus 30, right? So sin 120 you can write as sin 90 plus 30. So now this is in which format? It is in this format, right? So it is in this format. So what you can do now, you can just use this formula to solve this question. How? Here sin 90 plus theta. Here sin 90 plus 30. So what is the value of theta? 30. Right? So simply instead of this sine 90 plus theta, as using this formula, you can write cos theta, right? So there theta, here theta value is nothing but 30. That's why here you can write it as cos 30 degrees. Okay, simple, right? Cos 30. So what it means, sine 120 is equal to sine 90 plus 30. We can divide, right? We can split it and write. Okay. Again, so using this formula, you can say sine 120 degree is nothing but is equal to cos 30 degrees. Okay. So cos 30 you know, right? Based on the tabular column which I gave you. So this is why I, so even for using this formula, you need to know the tabular column. That's why I have told you in the starting itself. It's very, very important table, right? So cos 30 you know, root 3 by 2. So you can just write it directly. So that's why what you can know, sine 120 degrees is nothing but root 3 by 2. That's it. Okay. So this is how you can find the trigonometric ratios values using this formula and that table. Right. So another example, tan 135 degrees. So here you can write it as tan 90 plus 45 degrees. Right. So from this formula, what it is, tan 90 plus theta, you can write it as minus cot theta. So here theta is nothing but 45 degrees. Right. It is 45 degrees. theta is 45 degrees, right? So that's why you can write it as minus cot 45 degrees. So cot 45 means 1 minus, as it is you can take minus 1. Now again you will ask, sir, in the table you didn't mention about cot. See, this is simple guys. Cot, what is cot? Cot is inverse of, sorry, reciprocal of tan, right? Cot is nothing but reciprocal of tan, right? So what you need to know here for that question, cot 45. So cot 45 will be nothing but 1 by tan 45, right? So 1 by tan 45 means tan 45 value 1. So it's nothing but again 1 by 1. So that's equal to 1 only. So cot 45 is nothing but 1. So here we have minus cot 45. That's why here our answer is minus 1. Okay, that's it. So similarly, if you can write any given value as sine 90 minus theta, you can substitute cos theta in place of that. So like that you can substitute and write this simple thing, and you can use the table to find the exact values of the trigonometric ratio guys. Okay, so this is the case actually, right? So similarly same thing only guys. Okay, so if you can just remember this, so sine 180 minus theta means sine theta, cos 180 minus theta means minus cos theta, right? Those are these things. So tan 180 minus theta means minus tan theta, right? Sin 180 plus theta means minus sin theta. Cos 180 plus theta means minus cos theta. Tan 180 plus theta means tan theta. Here no negative thing. Okay, you need to be very careful and conscious about this positive negative sign also. Why? Because see here, sin 180 minus is plus again positive sin theta. But when you take sin 180 plus theta, it is minus sin theta, right? So similarly here you can see tan is here it is negative, here you will get positive. So like that there is a difference, there is change. So you need to know everything, right? So as I told you, I will give you generalization or some trick. You can keep it however you want to call. You can call it like that. Okay. So for what? To remember these formulas, right? So to remember these whole 2 pages, I will give you. Okay. So first you understand, guys. Okay. So whatever the angle, right? So sine x they have given. Let's say x. So x is any angle, right? So to find this, you need to know you need these formulas, right? As I told. So from this main x, you can write, okay, based on the number. See, by seeing this number here, 120, okay, you got it. So 120, we can write 90 plus 30 like that. So any number, right, in place of x, any number if they give, you can write it. If it is somewhat nearer to 90, if it is right, you can write in like 90 plus or 90 minus. If it is near to 360, you will automatically you can write like. So this left hand side, it is easy for you, means based on the question you can take anything. Okay, so you can easily write that, let's say sine uh, 90 itself we can keep sine 90 plus some y, so that or theta, right? You can write it, right? So what you need to know for the sine 90 plus theta, what what is the value you want to substitute? That is the thing, right? Right. So you want to find, you need to know the right hand side values of these formulas, right? So which thing we need to substitute for this sine 90 plus theta, right? So whether it will be positive. So here even again in that, if you look deeply in right hand side itself, you have two things. First is sine. positive or negative, right? And another thing is which trigonometric value means again sin 90 plus theta will be plus or minus. Okay, that's first thing. Second thing, okay, let it be plus or minus. But what sin 90 plus theta means? Sin theta or cos theta or even tan theta? How, what trigonometric value it will come? So two things you need to know, right? So then if you know this, that's it. This formula is cracked, right? I hope you can get me right. If you can't, you just wait and listen me. Okay, you will understand, right? So sine 90 plus theta you got. So now what you want to know? First thing, as I told, positive or negative. Okay. So see here, sine 90 plus theta is here directly from this formula. You can see right, sine 90 plus theta. It is positive only. Positive cos theta only. But what what I am trying to say is, even if you forget how to know, how to remember, right? How, whether it is positive or negative, means for that we have quadrant theory and trigonometric functions. Let's see. Okay, so this is quadrant theory, right? What it is means, just listen me carefully, right? You can see this, right? You know this coordinations, right? The graph. So you can divide this geometry in into four quadrants, guys. As you can see here, it's very clearly I have written first quadrant, second quadrant, third, and fourth, right? So for this quadrant, so first quadrant means what it means. In the first quadrant means what is that? In first quadrant, what values it will be? What is that means? Those trigonometric ratios whose angles, right, in the format of 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta. So these values will be in first quadrant. So when I say in the first quadrant, mean these format. What if you get it? So for example, we got right in that example 90 plus theta we got. So 90 plus theta means that trigonometry value lies in second quadrant. We need to understand. Okay, so 90 plus theta, it is in second quadrant. Okay, so 180 minus theta also second quadrant. But 180 plus is third quadrant. Similarly, 270 minus theta is also third quadrant. But 270 plus theta and 360 minus theta will be in fourth quadrant. So like that it is splitted, right? Okay, sir. Fine. This is fine. Okay, it is so each quadrant will have two values. So now based on this quadrant, how I can find whether it is positive or negative? Tell me. Like that you will ask, right? So for that only you can see I have written in green color, right? If you can see clearly, carefully, you can understand, you can find. I have written in the first quadrant, I have written all, like that. Okay, a word all. In second quadrant, I have written that is sign. In third quadrant, I have written and, right. In fourth quadrant, I have written cos, like that. So what it is means in, as I said, in first quadrant mean these formats, right? So in first quadrant, all trigonometric values, all all trigonometric values will be positive. Okay, so whatever be the trigonometric values, okay. But when you get, it can be sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cot, any six of any one from these six, right? If its angle is in the format of 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta, then you can put it is, you can be sure that the result, right? So it will be in positive only, it can't be in negative, like that. Okay, so in second quadrant, right, for this type 90 plus 180 minus. For this type, only the sine. Okay, so sine 90 plus theta, sine 180 minus theta. Those for those values only it will be in positive. Except that all other trigonometric ratios will get final answer in negative only. Means cos 90 plus theta means it will be minus sine theta only. Okay, so tan 90 plus theta means minus cot. Okay, but sine 90 plus theta you will get positive only, positive cos theta only. Okay, so like that. For again, if it is in third quadrant, only tan will be having positive values. In fourth quadrant, cos values only will have positive values. Okay, so again, coming back to this example, as you can see, this we got sine 90 plus theta. So 90 plus theta, which quadrant? It is second quadrant. Okay. So in second quadrant, we have seen sine theta only have positive values. Other trigonometries will have negative values, right? So, but here we have one sine only. So is equal to again, it will be in positive only, no issues. Okay. So first thing is clear. So now, okay, positive only. So it can be either positive sine theta or positive cos theta or tan theta like that. It can't be negative. But now you will need to find sine. Okay, sinus found which trigonometric ratio, right? For that, it is very very simple to remember that. Okay, again it's a trick. I'm telling you. Okay, see here, guys. I have written already here itself. So sine whenever you get the angles in terms like 90 plus theta or 90 minus, okay, plus or minus, here you no need to consider that. If you get number 90 or 270, okay, then the trigonometric value will be changed. Okay, means see here 270 only, right? So here you have tan 270 minus theta, but right side what you have cot, it is changed. Here cos 270 minus theta, but right side it is sine, changed. Sine 270 minus theta. Here it is cos, it is changed, right? So here 2 tan 270 plus theta minus cot theta. So it is changed, right? So like that for 90 and 270, the trigonometric value will change. But for 180 and 360, it will remain same. So if it is here sine, sine only. Cos 180 plus theta means cos theta only, right? So see here also you can see cos 180 plus theta minus cos theta only. Okay, so minus is okay. That we will find from the quadrant thing. But the trigonometry, speaking about trigonometry, it remains same, right? For 180 and 360 here itself you can see. Okay, same thing. Left hand and right hand side trigonometric ratios are same only. For 270 and 90 only it will change. So here so again, coming back to this example, sine 90 plus theta we got. It is 90 plus theta in the form of 90 plus theta. That's why it is in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine will have positive value. So positive. And here again it is 90 plus theta. As it is 90 plus theta, so it has 90. So the trigonometric value will change. It will be positive cos theta. Okay, so you can just so keeping this, okay, you can remember what you got. Sine 90 plus theta is nothing but positive cos theta, right? See here, this is what we have got it, right? We have written this, right? So when you this left hand side, as I said, you will get from question, right? So this right hand side thing, so if you can know the sorry, sorry guys, quadrant theory, right? Quadrant theory, if you know that, you can find easily the sign positive or negative. And remember this trick. Okay, so this is important. If you know this trick and this quadrant theory, you can find the right hand side. Okay, so there is no issue. You no need to muck up everything. Okay, so I hope still you guys are confused only. Okay, so let's see an example first so that you will be understood very well. You can understand. Okay, so let's say first thing, as you can see here, cos 315 degrees. Okay, in some question you need to find the value of cos 315 degrees. Okay, so first of all you need to split, I told, right? So how cos 315 you can split as 270 plus 45, right? So cos 270 plus 45 degrees you can write. So as I told you, there are many formats. If you remember, okay, fine. If you can't, right now, how you can find? What is the next step? How you will find, right? So see, first see the format. Which quadrant it belongs? 270 plus theta. So 270 plus theta means it is here. It will be belongs to fourth quadrant, right? So what is the trigonometric ratio? Cos. And as you can see here, in fourth quadrant, cos value will be positive only. So what you can know is equal to, it is positive only, right? That is fine. Now again, it is 270 plus theta in format of 270 plus theta. So what I told you, 270 or 90 means it will change. The trigonometry value will change. So here it is cos. So we can write sine. Okay, sine 45, right? That's it. So what you can write, cos 270 plus 45 degree means plus sine 45 degrees means cos 315 315 degree is nothing but sine 45 degrees only. Sine 45, you know, 1 by root 2, right? See, this is what I have written already also. Okay, I hope now you can understand, right? So another best example I will give with this. Okay, so this cot cot 330 degrees. Okay, so this cot 330 degrees, right? You can write it as cot 360 minus 30, right? So now you find which quadrant it is. 360 minus theta, right? So which quadrant it is? 360 minus theta means it is again 360 minus theta. It's fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant only cos values will be in positive. But here you have, what you have? Here you have cot theta. So it will be in negative. Why? Because 360 minus theta format is there. That is fourth quadrant. And in fourth quadrant, only cos will have positive value. But this is cot. So you will get minus one, right? That's it. So for trigonometry, next trigonometry, what you will get, it is in 360, right? For 90 and 270 format only it will change. Here it is 360. So what I said, 180 or 360, if you have same trigonometry value only. So same cot only you will get, just theta value. So what is theta? 30. So minus cot 30 degrees, right? So this is what the answer is also even, right? So minus cot 30 degrees root 3. So minus root 3. That's it. Even again, if you want, you can write this as 270 plus 60 also. Again, 270 plus 60, which quadrant? 270 plus 60. Again, it is fourth quadrant only. Again, cos only will have positive value. So that's why here it is negative. And for 270, it will change, right? For 360 and 180 only, it won't change. But it is, as it is in 270, this cot will change as tan 60 theta value as it is. So minus tan 60. So tan 60 is root 3 minus root 3. Again, this both are same only, right? Both are same, just the method is different, guys. Okay, so that's it, guys. So far, I don't want to put everything at one day. Okay, so I will share you the note, right? We can meet in the next chapter. Revise this. I will share you more MCQs also. Okay, stay tuned in the Telegram channel. and grow. Okay, thank you guys.